Hey, stop scrolling and turn the volume up. Listen to me. I have something really cool that Vin and Charlie wanted me to do inside of this group. It's a 4-part series that's going to be going over Facebook ads and sales funnels and putting them all together. Now, the reason why they have me doing this is because the biggest reason why people fail with online marketing isn't because there's a lack of knowledge. You can go and get knowledge wherever you want. But the big thing is that most people don't know how to put that stuff together. So I'm Taylor Rivas. I'm going to be showing you how I have been putting businesses together, helping people with business development and putting their sales funnels and Facebook ads and emails and all that stuff together. Plus, I'm going to give you the background to be able to do all of those things, so I make sure that you're all on the level where you can actually, do these things by the end of this course. So it's going to be a 4-part course. I'm going to get into it right now. I have some slides that I've recorded that are really, really good, and I'm really happy to be able to do this. So thank Vin and thank Charlie for letting me do this course inside of here. I'm Taylor Rivas. You can call me Taylor the Marketer. That's kind of my brand name. But you're going to be able to learn all this stuff for absolutely free inside of Traffic and Copy, thanks to those two guys. So that's it. I'm going to get right into the slides right now. All right, so what's going to be inside of this series? Well, we're going to go over a couple of different things throughout the next 4 days. So this is going to be a 4-part series inside of Vin and Charlie's group. So the number one thing that we need to start with is the 3 must-know Facebook ads features. So these 3 things that I'm about to lay out need to be learned in order to understand the strategy that I'm going to give you tomorrow in the day 2 of the series. These 3 must-know Facebook ads features are how to use the Facebook ad pixel. Most people know how to use the pixel, but a lot of people don't. So I'm going to go over how you're supposed to use it, how to install it, all of that stuff, just to make sure that we all are on the same page here. Then the second one is the video views retargeting feature inside of the Facebook ad platform. A lot of people don't know how to use it, so I'm going to get into that so we're all on the same page once again. And then 3, we're going to get into some advanced stuff. This one's called exclusion marketing, and a lot of people don't know this at all. So we're going to get into that because you're going to need to know this stuff for day 2, which is going to be the 3-step Facebook profit system. Now, this comes down to 3 things, and that is 1, a preliminary ad, which we're going to talk about today a little bit so you kind of understand what that is, but we're going to go in depth on it tomorrow. 2, a contextual free offer ad, which is a really, really great strategy that most people don't even think of that is going to improve your conversion rates easily. And then 3, we're going to go into contextual page retargeting, which is where the exclusion marketing comes into. And it's one of those advanced things that almost no one teaches about. Then we're going to get into funnel psychology. And we always have to talk about sales funnels because they are a big part of online marketing. You need to have a sales funnel. You need to be able to create sales from serving people web pages and things like that. So we're going to get into that. And I have 2 funnels for you that I'm going to lay out. These 2 funnels are, depending on what kind of style you are in selling, you're going to choose from one of these 2 funnels. The first one I'm going to show you is something I like to call the guilt trip. And then the second one is the emotional roller coaster. We're going to get into those. They're both really good funnels, and it just really depends on the style that you want to go for when it comes to your sales funnels. But I love both of these, and I love using both of these. So the last thing that we're going to get into is bringing all of this to the next level, putting everything together with the mega funnel. And that's just something that I coined to explain putting all of the different pieces of online marketing together and making sure that it runs as one well-oiled machine, and you're making sure that nothing is falling apart, and you're very organized. A lot of people don't even think to lay out everything in this way so that they understand how it works. The biggest part of the learning curve I found as being an online marketer is knowing what is possible, how to put it together, and being organized enough to get it all together and working right. Learning all the different things, you can do that easily. A lot of people know how to do the things, but actually doing it is what most people fail at doing. So let's get into the 3 must-know Facebook ad features in this video. And there are literally hundreds of features that can expand your marketing on Facebook, all of which can either help or just complicate things in the long run. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use the main features for the 3-step Facebook profit system that I'm going to be teaching in the next video in this series. There are 3 things I need to know that you understand how to use before I proceed. And that's 1, how to use the Facebook pixel, 2, how to use video views retargeting, and 3, how to use exclusion marketing, because those are all things that you need for the 3-step Facebook profit system. The Facebook pixel is a little magical bit of code that you add to all the pages inside of your website to make sure when someone lands on your web pages, Facebook knows about it. The part that makes it magical is that you can use the information that Facebook gathers for your marketing. Facebook knows which people landed on which page of your website and associates that Facebook account that they own with that action. That means that every time a person visits your website, you can serve advertising to them based on them landing on that specific page that they landed on. This is extremely, extremely powerful because retargeting people using this method dramatically niches down and laser targets your audience. Our objective with advertising in any way is to get the most targeted audience of contextual leads as possible. The feature of Facebook marketing is one of the best tools for doing just that. So how do we set up the Facebook pixel? I'll show you how to put this pixel on your page inside of ClickFunnels. This process is very similar to all of the different web builders out there, not just ClickFunnels. You don't need just ClickFunnels. You can do this with every website builder. And if you want to learn it in different website builders, it's literally just 1 or 2 Google searches away. So I'm going to do it in ClickFunnels, go through some of the things that you might have to do for your other web builders, but I'm going to show you inside of ClickFunnels. You know, it's not partial to ClickFunnels. It's not just for ClickFunnels, but that's just what I use. So I'm going to show you how to do it and then talk about it there. So let me get into my browser really quickly. All right, to set this up, if you haven't done it before, you're going to have to create your pixel in the first place. Now, in my account, I have a pixel on this specific account that I'm using right now, but what you'll do once you create it, you're going to click Setup. Now, this button right here is where we're going to go copy and paste the code, because we're going to basically get the code and copy and paste it onto our header tag inside of our website builder. Now, it gives you some instructions so you can look through those, so just bear with me while I do this. You click on it and it automatically copies for you, which is nice. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your website builder. For ClickFunnels users, all you have to do is go over to Settings and then go over to Head Tracking Code. And this is going to place your code inside of the header of your website. So what you can do with WordPress, there's plugins that will do this for you. If you're inside of Shopify, there's the same kind of thing where you can put your conversion tracking code. And if you have to do it for every individual page, say you're an HTML developer, you just put it inside of the head tags. You have to make sure it's not past any of the head tags. It's really, really simple. All you do is just copy and paste it here. As you can see, mine's already in this funnel. And that's it. You go down to Save and Update Settings, and you're in. Perfectly easy. That's all you have to do. Now, the way that I showed you places the base pixel code that you have on every single page inside of your funnel. You'll want to make sure you have your base pixel code on each and every page on your funnel or your website. It's very important. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add what's called events that track when you get a lead, when you get a purchase, or if someone adds something to cart, etc. Let me show you how this is done. Now, this is really important because if you want to, say, set up a conversion ad, one that's meant to get you conversions and optimized to get you conversions, you need to make sure that you have your events set up inside of your pages so that when someone lands on your thank you page, you know you can set that as a conversion. If you're trying to get leads, you can do ads that are targeted to get you leads specifically. And the only way to track that is if you set up your events. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that quickly. Now, here we are back at when we copied our base pixel code. That's already set up and perfect. So what we do after we've set that up inside of the header tag of all of our pages, we're going to click Next. Now what this does is it lets us install event codes. And this is really cool because what you can do is you can niche down to which page signifies what action. So if someone hits your thank you page, you put your purchase tag down there. Because if someone hits your thank you page, that means that they purchased something and they're at the end of the sequence of them purchasing. If you have a cart page, you can do add to cart, which means that when someone lands on that cart page, Facebook knows that they added something to cart and you can advertise based on that. You can even do things on your post opt-in pages. So when someone opts in to your email list and they land on the page after opting in, you set this lead event code up. What it does is it tells Facebook that that person has become a lead. This is really powerful because you can use that data for Facebook to go and search for people who are more likely to convert as leads. This makes your advertising much more targeted and aimed towards the people that you're trying to get your advertising to in the first place. So let's say that we're setting up this lead conversion pixel code. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to head back over to ClickFunnels. And this one you can't just put in the entire funnel because then every single page in your funnel is going to have that one specific event code. What I'm going to do instead is, so here's my landing page, here's my post opt-in page, which means that if someone opts in on this page, they go straight to here. What I can do to track leads is if someone lands on this page, I can track this as a lead. So I'm going to edit the page, and we're not going to put it inside of the head tag, but this time we're going to put it inside of the body tag. We go up to settings, tracking code, and instead of header code, we'll put it in footer code. As you can see, I already have script, and so everyone who lands on this page is going to be tracked as a lead. Very, very, very important. So now the next thing is video views retargeting. Video views retargeting is when you track if a person watches a video on any given Facebook page that you own. You can track how long the person watches a specific video, which is really important because you want to narrow down on targeted people who know of you and who have seen your brand and your products. Again, the main goal with advertising is to gather an audience of people who know and who trust you. This will do just that. Very, very well, in fact. So just like the pixel on your web page, you can track when someone watches a video you run as an ad. In the next video, I'll show you how to use this for the best results, but as of right now, I'm going to show you how to create a retargeted audience based off of video views. It's so important that you know how to do this. It will open your mind to the possibilities of Facebook ads. So let's get in how to create that audience. All right, so here we are inside of our audiences back office. All you have to do is go up to the top here. And if it's not showed up here, then you just go to all tools and you can find audiences in here somewhere. I don't remember, audiences right here. So once you get to this page after clicking on audiences and you have a video on your page that you want to retarget, all you have to do is go to create audience, go to custom audience. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to engagement. You're going to go to video at the very top here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to choose a specific amount of time that someone watched the video that you're going to retarget. I like to do 50% to start off. Sometimes I'll go to 75% if I'm feeling risky. And then at this point, once you've set that, you go ahead and you choose your video. So what I can do is I can go to the page that has the video that I want to retarget. So say it's my Taylor the Marketer page. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, say, this video because it looks like it has a lot of views. Now, this is the video that you want to retarget. So you click on that, or say you want to do multiple, you can do that as well. So you can do one or multiple, whatever you want, and then you click confirm. Now from here, what you're going to do is you're going to change the amount of days that it goes back to track. So anyone who has viewed it in the last 30 days is going to be tracked in this audience, which is cool because that kind of gives you the amount of time that you allow the ad to show to people. You can even set this at 7 days if you really wanted to be specific, but 30 to 60, sometimes 45 days is good. It really just comes down to your preference, and then you name it, and then you go ahead and create the audience. I'm not going to do that right now, but when you create the audience, it's going to pop up in this. Now, at first it'll show audiences too small if the video doesn't have enough views on it. I think it has to have 20, yeah, it says 20 people, but it'll just give it time to populate and then come back. When it's ready to be used, it'll say ready like this. That's exactly how you create a video views retargeted audience. Now, doing video views retargeting is my main way of narrowing down audiences. I do something called a preliminary ad, which is what I talked about before. That's when you use a broad audience and narrow it down using a video ad and retargeting the video views. I retarget the video views and run another ad for an offer using the video views retargeted audience. Just like the way that I showed you how to create the audience, you use that one audience for another ad that offers people some type of either product or free offer or what have you. Now, the next part of marketing that I wanted to get into is exclusion marketing. This is one of the more advanced techniques, but it's very, very needed if you're trying to have really contextual and really popping ads. This stuff is rarely talked about. If you want to get the absolute most out of Facebook ads, this is a must for you. This is a must for pretty much anyone who's trying to become an ads expert. Exclusion marketing goes like this. You have a sales funnel with multiple pages. Someone lands on any given page, and if they take the action that you want them to take, either an opt-in or a sale or what have you, they move on to the next page inside of the funnel. You have tracking set up for both the first page that they landed on and the second page that the person landed on. And then with exclusions, you make sure that anyone who didn't take the action that you wanted on the first page is retargeted with contextual advertising based on the fact that they didn't land on the second page. That's because not landing on the second page means that they did not move on taking the action that you wanted. In short, this means that you are able to advertise to someone based on if they didn't opt in, didn't buy, didn't add to cart, etc. This is powerful because you can send extremely contextual advertising to those people who left your funnel prematurely. You can send things like testimonial ads or other things that get them to rethink their original decision of leaving without taking action that you want. How do we set this up? 1, make sure that the pages are set up with your Facebook pixel code. Make sure that all of the pages on your funnel have your Facebook pixel code on it. 2, you create audiences for each individual page URL in your funnel. And then 3, you use those audiences like this. All right, so here we are inside of the back end of the ads manager. I'm just going to create a quick campaign, and this is exactly how you're going to use your audiences for people who landed on your URLs, meaning someone who landed on your landing page and someone who landed on your post opt-in page, the page that comes after your landing page after they opt in. You're going to track those two things, make audiences for them, which I just showed you how to create custom audiences previously. And then what you're going to do is you're going to load them in here. This is how you use a custom audience. All you have to do is select the custom audience that you made previously. So say this is the audience for my landing page. We're going to collect that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to exclude people who landed on the post opt-in page. So say that this audience right here is the audience for the post opt-in page. What this does is it makes sure that anyone who lands on your opt-in page, your landing page, your opt-in page, whatever you want to call it, but doesn't land on the page that they land on after they opt in, that means they're going to get this ad. If they do opt in and they do land on this page here, they're going to be excluded from seeing this ad. So they won't be seeing this ad. You're going to make sure that you don't have weird non-contextual advertising going out. This is a really advanced thing, and if you have any questions on it, drop them in the comments below. I'm going to answer them. But this is something that's so cool because you can literally grab someone who was inside of one page but didn't make it to the other page, meaning they didn't buy, they didn't opt in, they didn't do the action that you wanted them to do, and you can bring them back to do the action that you wanted them to do, either the sale or the opt-in or what have you. This is really powerful stuff. Stay with me on this. Make sure that you ask questions if you need it because I'll answer them for you. And then that's pretty much all you really need to know about exclusion marketing. That's how I do it, and it's so powerful. All right, so now you should understand the 3 must-know Facebook ads features. This is a great step in the right direction for any marketer, beginner, or veteran. Knowing these things puts you ahead of about 95% of other marketers on Facebook. Now, in the next video, we're going over the 3-step Facebook profit system where we're going to put these things into action. This is an ad funnel using all 3 of these Facebook ads features I talked about in this video. Doing this stuff in the next video is going to put you ahead of about 99.9% of other marketers. So don't miss it. I want to see you inside of that video. If you have any more questions and you want to get some more in-depth stuff, go ahead and join my group. You can see it up in the left-hand corner. We go through a bunch of Facebook stuff, a bunch of funnel stuff. All that stuff's cool. Thank Vin for having me on this series for you guys inside of his group. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to go over the 3-step Facebook profit system. And I'm so excited. This is Taylor the Marketer, and I'll see you in that video.